Good afternoon, everyone. Before we start with the presentation, I would like to ask you one simple question. Which do you think is the most important organ in our human body?
Brain.
Yes, that is the answer we were looking for. You deserve a chocolate for that. Our topic mainly revolves around this organ. So, my teammates Rajiv, Jitin and myself, we conducted a small research on this topic, and we found that the most prominent causes of death around the world is kidney failure, and it is being left unnoticed. So, we conducted a small survey. Since we are all from engineering background, I would like to refresh your memory by giving a live demonstration of where the kidneys are in our body. So, the bean-shaped kidneys are on either side of the spine and above the waist. Its primary function is to filter out the impurities from the blood. Due to several reasons, the kidney might get damaged, and it can cause irregularities in your body. So, to avoid these disastrous effects, the solution that we present to you is the bionic kidney. The kidney failure can have very harmful effects on the body. It can affect the ability of the body to clean your blood, filter out extra water from the blood, control blood pressure, and as you can see, it also affects the red blood cell production. There are two types of kidney failure, acute one and chronic failure. Acute failure is potentially reversible with proper treatment, but whereas the chronic kidney failure is more permanent and it can lead to life-threatening situations. The symptoms that acute failure can have on a body are fatigue, trouble sleeping, and poor appetite. Since these symptoms are common among other diseases, we might misunderstand these and we might not take this into consideration. While, on the other hand, chronic kidney failure can have severe symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, decrease sex drive. So, these can be caused due to several factors such as
high blood pressure. So high blood pressure can damage your kidney. It can cause kidney failure because increasing pressure can lead to damage of nephrons. So you guys will be thinking, what is nephron? Nephron is tiny blood vessels present in your kidney which filter out the impurities from the blood. So due to increase in high blood pressure, this nephron gets damaged and eventually lead to the kidney failure. The second factor is the outcome of your daily routine, or it can be genetic also. It's called diabetes. So diabetes is basically increase in blood sugar level, which can also lead to the damage of nephrons and eventually lead to kidney failure. The third factor causing kidney failure is polycystic kidney disease. So it is a genetic disorder. Cyst is basically sac of fluid or inflammation of skin. So when there is a numerous number of cysts grown in your kidney, that will cause to kidney failure, malfunction of the kidney, and it will cause to kidney failure. The fourth factor is urinary tract infection. It's directly proportional to your hygiene. So if your hygiene is bad, the tract infection will increase, the bacterial infection will increase, and it will go from your urethra to bladder and eventually to kidney. So this can also lead to kidney failure. Before going to last factor, I want to ask you guys a simple question. Like, I want to know how many of you guys consume alcohol twice a week. So as it is very evident, people consume alcohol in their day-to-day life. That can also lead to, indirectly to kidney failure because it leads to liver cirrhosis and it's connected to kidney failure. So that comes under toxic consumption. So let's rectify these two failed kidneys. So right now in available medical field, the treatment available is dialysis and kidney transplant or renal transplant. So dialysis. In medicine, dialysis is a process of removal of extra solute or water or toxin from the kidney of a person whose kidney no longer perform these functions naturally. So there are two types of dialysis in the market, that is hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. Hemodialysis, a person is connected to a machine which clears out the impurities, and this machine contains a filter called dialyzer which clears out the impurities. And the second method is peritoneal dialysis. In this, a sac containing glucose, water and minerals is placed inside your body, or it can be carried portably. So there is two ways of peritoneal dialysis, but the limitation for peritoneal is when the sac increases the impurities, when it contains impurities more, then you have to keep on replacing it thrice a day, every day, each day in a week. So it's like your life is kindly dependent upon the sac. So the second option comes to your mind is kidney replacement or kidney transplant. So you guys know a healthy donor can live with a single kidney. So he can donate a healthy kidney to one person who is affected from kidney failure. So this is called transplantation. As compared to dialysis, it gives you better quality of life, lower risk of death, fewer dietary restrictions. But on the other hand, there are limitations also. People with advanced age, severe disease, cannot undergo transplantation. They have to go for dialysis. So to eradicate these two hectic and disastrous treatment, we came up with bionic kidney. According to the dictionary, bionic means artificial, and so bionic kidney means
obviously artificial kidney. So the future is AI, and accepting is a new technology. Let's take famous movies like Terminator and Robocop, and we can actually say that technology is actually prolonging your life. The previous piece of technology that actually saved millions over the past decade is called pacemaker, that actually embedded on your heart, that helps in the rhythmic contractions and expansions of your heart. The next piece of technology that is actually going to save millions over the next few decades is called by the name of bionic kidney. It is actually being developed in Washington by Dr. Victor Gura, and it helps in balancing the fluids and the blood pressure. To put it in simple words, bionic kidney is actually a small electronic box that is actually placed where your old kidney was and functions more effectively and efficiently than the old kidney. And this is what the kidney is really about. It is the latest innovation, it is going to be a technological breakthrough, it is going to be a medical boom, and more important, it can replace your infected kidney. So, the selection of parts is more important. It actually includes 6 different parts. They are the dialysis membrane, the regeneration, the vascular access, the patient monitoring, the power output, and the pumping system. The vascular access, that is the problem that is actually hindering the scientists. The problem is you cannot actually find a material that can replace the transfusion of blood and water within your body. However, the dialysis membrane has actually been made by fusing human tissue with the machine, creating a cybernetic organism. A cybernetic organism means the organism cannot live without the tissue, and the tissue cannot live without the organism. The next one is the patient monitoring system. The reason why I said that it is going to be a medical breakthrough is because not just the kidney, this device can actually be programmed to control the monitoring of the ECG, the brain works, the lungs, the liver, everything. The next one, as I mentioned earlier before, the pacemaker actually has a battery that lasts for 5 to 6 years. But your kidney is in a place where it cannot be operated frequently. So, scientists have actually come out with a battery or material named by lithium iodine polyvinylchloride that actually only needs replacement every 10 to 12 years, thus making it a very efficient method. So, considering all this and what I said before, in Washington, Dr. Gura has actually completed 47% of the functionalities of the kidney. Only a few are remaining. That is the removal of urea from the body and the vascular access. So, within a matter of 3 to 4 years, we can actually say that you can actually buy your kidneys in the market and can remove all the stress and tension of replacement and dialysis and replacements. The irony being that to get freedom from a machine, you actually have to shake hands with the machine.
So we have given you enough information, enough resources and awareness about the kidney failure. Now it's your duty to do not fall into such condition. But as we all know, we are human and humans are not perfect.
And it is our responsibility as quality engineers to take this innovation forward and put it into production so that we can save millions of lives and humanity.